morning. So this is an audio because it's too dark to see me other than the reflection of lights on my glasses or something. But I wanted to run this past people to get some feedback on interest. I have decided I'm going to use a cottage on my property as a classroom slash gathering place for horse enthusiasts of a like mind. And I would like to create a program that happens at least at first only once a month, where, say, on a Saturday afternoon, we would all gather at the house. We would have a classroom type experience that will include creativity, where the group together will collectively design 3 puzzles for horses to attempt to do. We'll choose them in order of wanting to see them. So out of the 3, if we want one that we definitely would want to see get accomplished, we'll start with that one in case it's the only one that we get to. If a horse struggles or we want to do multiple horses with the same puzzle. I have 8 horses, 7 of which I could use, and I'm looking forward to sharing with you all the information about those horses. That video is much longer than this one's going to be, so stay tuned for that one. I'll do it up on YouTube, and then I'll still just attach the link to it. What I want to do is I want to do a period of time where we spend in a classroom environment where we're learning about the different things to look for, the different things the horse would need to know how to do, what our body needs to say to the horse through using body language to communicate to the horse how to execute movements that will help them accomplish the puzzles. Another thing that we're going to do is we're going to discuss different things that the horses say to us, what to look for if the horse is struggling, what to look for if the horse is asking questions, different things that the horses will definitely share with us during the time that we're down in the barn. After we're pretty satisfied with what we're going to go do, pretty satisfied with what we're looking forward to seeing, we'll go down to the barn. While we're at the barn, I will do a demonstration, kind of like an expo, where I'm the one handling the horse, I'm the one bringing the horse through the puzzles. And what I would ask is that people would have, say, a small notebook that they can jot down questions as they arise, because it would be a little bit more difficult for me to answer questions in the moment. If a horse is struggling, my commitment to the horse's mental and emotional well-being is much greater than it is to answer a question in the moment. So we're going to kind of hold off on asking questions until we get back to the house. But what I want you to do is not only write down your question, but kind of write down a timestamp of what was happening. So that way, when you do ask the question, you can bring everybody back to that experience. I was thinking we could do, if it's like a Saturday evening, we could do classroom time, barn time, back to the classroom, and then as an unwind, do like a potluck dinner, do like a game night, something like that, like themed games. You know, I don't really care for Monopoly, but I'm just using this as an example. Like a Monopoly board that is horse themed. You know how some of the Maytel has changed their original format and made it for horse lovers or kind of thing. So do something like that. I also thought would be kind of cool is if you've ever walked into somebody's house that has a jigsaw puzzle all spread out and in the process of being completed, where I don't think anybody's been able to pass a jigsaw puzzle and not stopped and at least tried to put one piece in. So I thought about having an always active jigsaw puzzle so that people have something to do while they're waiting for something. Like if we're all getting ourselves together to go to the barn and somebody's already ready, they can just go stand at the puzzle and play at the puzzle or whatever, you know, just kind of a busy work kind of thing. So that's my idea. Here's where I'm having a little bit of a struggle is figuring out the timelines, figuring out how long we would be in the classroom before we went to the barn. The barn session, could be scheduled to be specifically 1 hour. Um, and it could include one horse through several puzzles. It could include multiple horses through one puzzle or multiple horses through multiple puzzles. That doesn't matter, but whatever we can get done in an hour, say. And then the after Q&A kind of thing, I don't know how long we would give for that. And then, like if there was a unwind social time, I don't know how long I would make for that. I'm thinking it would have a participation fee of $20, and in saying participation, it would be like to be there, not actually handling the horses. I do think at one point I would even offer somebody who's struggling with something with their horse to bring their horse for all of us to listen to what the horse is trying or has been trying to tell the person, because the horse will tell us what it is, and it may not be anything that you're thinking it is that's causing this horse to have stress over a certain thing. So that's kind of like, penciled in as maybe something we would do, maybe something we would have available to do. My goal is to create a community. My goal is to create this to be something that people look forward to doing every time. So whether it's once a month, where it's like a once a month meeting, everybody comes once a month, or it's bi-weekly or weekly, whatever feels comfortable as a repetitive event. So that's my thoughts. I'm really excited about the idea of really launching this idea, and I had a young student had already said that she has friends, so that could turn into something where the youth would prefer to be amongst themselves. I could do a youth group, a different time, maybe a Saturday afternoon or a Saturday, lunch. We do something with the horses prior to lunch. So that's kind of the plan, and the part that's really good is that you only have to love horses. You don't have to even be confident enough to go up and pet one. You don't have to own one. You don't have to have access to one. You don't have to have anything as a qualification other than you love horses. What do you think?